What's going on, members of the Burger Empire? Brian here for BodyByBurgers, and what I want to talk about today is what I have changed in my workout routine. For those of you that have been following along with my social medias, Instagram and Facebook, you know that I have recently switched my training from bodybuilding to CrossFit. Now, the reason I have switched to CrossFit is, well, things change every day with CrossFit. It's never the same routine. And this isn't a slight or meant to bash bodybuilding by any means, because bodybuilding served its purpose for me. It got me into the sport of health and fitness. It got me into the lifestyle that I'm looking to achieve. And the big thing going forward is that my fitness levels are going to be increased. I'm going to be able to wake up and not be breathing heavy, everything like that. Now, the reason, I guess the first thing that got me interested in CrossFit was watching the documentaries on Netflix of the fittest on earth. 2015 was the first one that I had watched, and pretty much instantly I was hooked. Just watching the way they would move heavy objects, be able to run long distances, just basically become freaks of nature in a good way. And it wasn't 2015 when I had watched the documentary. It was probably early 2017 by the time it had hit Netflix and I had got to watch that documentary. After watching that documentary, and it was kind of a recommendation of a couple of friends of mine, they had actually jumped on the CrossFit bandwagon, so to speak, and started training. And I was hesitant. Much like a lot of things in life, I was hesitant. I am a person that really enjoys structure, that really enjoys routine, and my comfort zone, so to speak. Not to mention there was this kind of stigma around CrossFit. People in my gym in my city are very kind of traditional, and like I was afraid of being judged. So now that that's kind of all sorted out and out of the way, I've kind of fully dedicated myself to CrossFit, and I gotta say so far I'm loving it. I really think this is going to help out with weight loss, because using this here, a nice little smartwatch, and my fitness tracking and everything like that, I am burning more calories than I have ever burnt in any sort of day-to-day activity, any sort of workout routine, any sort of anything really. And it's just going to be a matter of dialing in that diet to figure out how my body is going to be fueled better. But I'm really excited to see the transformation, the way my body's going to change, the way my body's going to respond, and everything like that. And so far, as you guys all know, back in Mother's Day is when I had hit my 100 pounds lost, and I continued to lose a little bit of weight before that, for a total of 110 pounds lost. But ever since starting CrossFit, I've been doing it for roughly a month or so. I've kind of been dedicated myself to the sport. I have actually, believe it or not, gained weight. I've gained roughly 9 pounds, so I'm sitting on day-to-day activities about 282 or so, somewhere around there. And I actually feel better than ever. At that 282, this shirt, believe it or not, is an extra large from Under Armour. Not a 2XL, but an extra large from Under Armour. My belt that I have for work is a 42-inch belt, and I have to make a new hole for that. So I'm still losing inches, and I'm feeling better than ever. For those of you that know, I suffer from shoulder issues, from hip issues, from knee issues. And with the amount of volume that CrossFit programs, I have virtually no more knee pain. I have very little shoulder pain. Elbows aren't bothering me. And it's very, I find this to be very healing. And for those of you that are saying, well, that much volume is good, not good for repetition, blah, 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 I'm here to tell you something different. CrossFit gets a bad name because a lot of people don't care about form. They just do the reps and they go through the motions and they just want to get it done as quickly as possible. And yes, a lot of those workouts, the name of the game is to get it done as quickly as possible. But for myself, with an educational background in health and fitness, having personal training certificates from both CanFit Pro and ISSA, I am very, very focused and very conscious on form every time I do a workout. So for me, with all the volume training that I'm doing, I am becoming much more conscious of my form, and because of that, I am actually eliminating a lot of the pain in my body. So my knees feel more bulletproof than ever just after a month. They still have the odd day where they're, hate me, but that's fine. That's expected. I was 400 pounds. I did some damage, right? So I'm pretty proud of the progress that's been happening so far, and happy with how I'm feeling day to day doing CrossFit. And I know I might get a lot of heat and a lot of shit for this video because I am dedicating myself to CrossFit because a lot of people are traditionally minded. But just think, fitness is an evolution. You don't have to stick to one goal. You don't have to stick to one routine. If you get bored, there's many different phases and areas of health and fitness. If you wanted to become a Zumba instructor, do that. If you wanted to just work on spin class, do that. If you want to become a world-class swimmer, do that, right? And that's the thing that I enjoy about CrossFit, is that it's going to become something for me where it just prepares me for life. I become better at life. I'm going to be good at biking. I'm going to be good at running. I'm going to be good at weightlifting. I'm going to be good at swimming. I'm going to be good at everything that life requires. So that's what I have to say about that. I don't have a lot more other than the fact that I'm dedicating myself to CrossFit. Where the interest came from was watching the Fittest on Earth documentaries and then having a couple buddies that had dedicated themselves to it for a couple years before I had jumped into it. And watching their evolutions and how much it keeps the passion for them. And quite honestly, I was ready for the change anyway, because bodybuilding was getting boring and monotonous to me, so I kind of lost my passion, and the passion has been reignited. So thank you, CrossFit, for that. That is today's video. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video. Comment down below if you've ever had to transition midway through a fitness routine for yourself, just to keep the spark and the passion alive. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's the only way to become a member of the Burger Empire. I'm going to try and film more videos of what I'm doing for workouts. I'm paying for a program and I'm mixing things up with what I've learned from programming, and I'm kind of doing my own thing. I'm here and there and all over the place, but it seems to be working so far. So thank you again for watching this video, and until next time, everybody, Burger Power.